for a wrestling show and someone wanted to show their worth, they'd show up. Anyway, Jon Snow from Game of Thrones apparently didn't feel like showing up today, so we told them not to worry about it. We found 3 guys who did want to get it in. We have 3 legends of all every action there is. We got Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal, Captain Crunch himself, and I don't think I have to tell you who Chuck Norris is. If I do, shame on you. Seagal right away tries to get rid of Chuck. This is a 3-way, Extreme Rules. There is no rules, actually. It's just 3 of the toughest dudes in the history of, like, the 80s, I guess, or TV or film and whatnot. And, of course, I don't think it's been well documented that Steven Seagal is not overly fond of Jean-Claude Van Damme. Chuck Norris could care less about either one of them, although Chuck is, you know, well respected by everybody. But and Jean-Claude Van Damme, well, he takes liberties and he thinks everybody else is overrated, other than himself, of course. As Jean-Claude Van Damme goes to the outside, Steven Seagal and Chuck Norris, I want to talk about dream matches, folks, as Van Damme has a baseball bat. I didn't think so. I didn't think he wanted to play some baseball, folks. As he just cracked Steven Seagal with the baseball bat and forgot about Chuck Norris, who was behind him, and hit him with a backbreaker for his troubles. Seagal trying to shake the cobwebs loose, and there's a nice slap across the face, which woke up Captain Crunch himself. As now Seagal, what a surfboard looks like. There you go. Who said Seagal was no fun? See, Seagal likes a little surfing sometimes too. As Norris gets out of that and thanks Seagal with a nice kick. As now Van Damme welcome with a nice suplex that only Chuck can do. And from behind is Seagal again. Uh-oh, Seagal by the throat now. And down goes Norris. Van Damme makes it to his feet, and Seagal now knocks down Van Damme with a punch. And there's a 2 count only, folks. Van Damme gets his shoulder up as Norris has made his way to the feet, which is probably not a good idea. That Seagal would rather wave to the audience than pay attention to, well, one of the most dangerous people in film history. But Seagal's no wimp himself, and ow! And Seagal now is finding out why Chuck Norris is the legend that he is, as Norris just dropped him back first across the hardest part of the ring here at the nice fun house that is where we're aiming for from today, and Norris misses warming up that back fist, and then Van Damme blocks. Uh-oh. Oh, look at that. Teamwork there by Van Damme and Seagal, even though I don't think necessarily that was what they were going for. And now Van Damme, he's got Seagal against the ropes, literally, as Norris is on the outside. Buries some knees into the chest. Van Damme's trained in some Muay Thai. And Seagal is taking the outside. Seagal, of course, the master of Aikido. Well, one of the most deadliest people in Aikido. Probably one of the legends of Aikido. As Van Damme is, again, trained and familiar with the Muay Thai, which is Thai kickboxing. And, of course, Norris has his own karate, different variations of martial arts he is trained in, which is why these 3 guys for multiple years have been dominating everywhere. As Seagal throws Van Damme into the ring, Norris punches him in the chest and then kicks him in the head. Seagal's in the ring first, and he goes after Van Damme. He doesn't really care much. Oh! Seagal pandered to the audience, and Norris woke him up with a nice spinning back kick that he made famous as well. And Seagal now shows his tenacity and kicks out. That'll probably teach him not to kind of forget that Norris is there too for a win as well. Goes for another kick, but this time Seagal blocks to his, well, thankfully, I'm sure his head thanked him. as Van Dam is still out. Trying to shake the cobwebs loose as Norris finds himself in a surfboard again and again gets out. And another kick puts down Seagal, and now Van Dam now. Oh, and a DDT. Someone asked Van Dam who his favorite wrestler was, and of course, no surprise, Van Dam replied his favorite wrestler happened to be from Battle Creek, Michigan. His favorite wrestler was, that's right, Rob Van Dam. No relation, folks, trust me on that. But anyway, and look at that. Seagal sneaks up with a victory and takes down... you know what, folks? I'm just bewildered at this point. Look at this. Choke slam right here from Captain Crunch himself to the legend, Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris missed these back fists, which might have cost him. Not once, but twice. Here you see Van Dam here with a kick to Seagal right here. Everyone kind of had their own moments. Look at this. And he was going for a finish right there, but...
Here's your winner, Stephen S. the Dragon.
Well, there you go, folks. Steven Seagal comes back to our roster and makes a name again. And again, folks, my apologies for having to change the card on you, but... Again, Jon Snow felt that he didn't really feel comfortable competing yet tonight because he's still trying to get over his last failure to TV. Anyway, folks, stick around. We got more action coming your way.